Both mentorship type scenarios. Bluz into the zone, right in the middle to Thomas, and what a start right down the slot. It's like they didn't know where he was.
Yeah, complete breakdown for Nashville right there.
Saros will make that first save. Hofer's going to block her one away.
We're going to give the edge to Thomas right off the bat. You got O'Reilly here following up the ice, and O'Reilly kind of gets lost. He gets bumped by Buchnevich, and then Robert Thomas finds himself all alone with Houston.
Checked into by Tucker. Up to Yossi with a wrist shot in on goal. Traffic there. Nice play by Perbix to get it back. It goes off two skates, comes near circle.
That's a great sign for Logan Mayu, who continues to find his game more and more offensively.
Kyrou with a shot off the face-off limb, blockered away by Saros. He'll bring it back to the near wing to Haig. The Stanley Cup champion with the Vegas Golden Knights put it into the corner. Fowler off the wall, kept alive there by Bunting, but now Kyrou clears it. They couldn't get it as Bergeron chases back into his own zone. Right in the middle they go. Eric Holla with his shot. And a blocker save from Hofer.
A terrific opportunity, a backhand. Sometimes he's very tough to read as Holla throws it across the body, but he's a very good 2-on-1 reader.
Predators put it on goal. Still on the power play with Schenn in the penalty box. Blues battle to get it in behind the goal, and they do. Neighbors to the line for Fowler. Shoots it off the end board. Schenn behind the goal. Now Dvorsky near wing. Over to Fowler. They score! Fowler put it to the front, and it was deflected by Brayden Schenn. And the Blues get the power play goal. 1-0. 11:15 to go, first period.
No passing. It's just, as you're going to see here on the bottom, Rito RoboCam, it goes low to high. You're going to end up walking to the middle here eventually for Cam Fowler, and then it's just going to be the presence of mind for the captain to get to the front. There's the shot. There's the captain off the back door. This is a purposeful shot. Look at the eyes right there of Cam Fowler. He sees Brayden Schenn all the way. And it's a great tip, good hand-eye coordination for Brayden right off the backhand, just barely as a sneak.
Comes off Sundqvist on the far wing. Now Berger into the middle. What a pass! Kyrou with a shot on! And a save from Saros. Comes back into the middle of the ice off of Svechkov. Shot to the goal, saved by Hofer.
The eyes are in his head. He's got two of them. He's looking forward. If you need me to break it down.
You need to get you a couple smaller circles where we're going to circle the guy's eye.
I only got blue ink. I'd love to have a multicolored crayon box up here if I can.
Big on the near wing with a shot on. The Predators will deflect it in. Hofer was ready for it. He hit a stick and just floated past Joel's stick side and in.
Awkward deflections. You're going to see the entry right here. Here's Wood. It's going to be a near turnover. Toropchenko can't get that puck out. Hayes going to keep it in. And again, just like the Blues, it's a simple shot. You got Jost right there. He's double covered by Falk and Tucker. Look, he's got bodies around him. There's not much more you can do if you're a Blues defender. And that's just a very fortunate bounce there for the Nashville Predators and Jost.
He made his NHL debut against the St. Louis Blues. He's playing with Colorado. Swatted around. Trying to put it to the goal with Smith on the battle, and Perbix holds it in on the 31st of December. Here's a shot coming in, and it hit Parayko. Cup check time, and it worked. 2:44 to go in the first. It's the difference in one line having to defend a whole shift and the other one getting to play offense. Blues break it out. Buchnevich, Neighbors gets into the rush. Buchnevich shoots, he scores! A pass deflected back to him, and he bounces it to the back of the net. Pavel Buchnevich has given the Blues a 2-1 lead. Minute 46 to go.
By this top line, you're going to see one good bounce as Buchnevich gets on the opposite side of Ryan O'Reilly. It's a 2-on-1. He's going to try to find Jake Neighbors on the back door. Look at his eyes. He's looking for Jake all the way. It goes off of Roman Yossi's glove right back to Buchnevich, who then goes backhand post.
Second year in a row, Nashville has had to travel to St. Louis as they get it to the middle. Good shot there by Suter and a save made. Teams are not allowed to travel on Christmas Day or the day after. So Nashville came into town this morning. Kyrou brings it back. Stenberg to the front. Saros the save, and the puck cleared away.
Yeah.
Rapper that looked at it on that Saturday Night Live skit and said, I'm not even going to try it. I think he just said nope. 18:51 to go, second period, off the glove of Hofer. And it's down into the corner. Parayko knocks it loose, but O'Reilly's going to get there to keep it in. They move it to Yossi. Another drive, and this one's on goal. Making the play, Mayu, now to Kyrou. Nice pass to the neutral zone. 6 minutes gone in the second. Blues lead 2-1. Kyrou in the middle. Firing and a save made off the blocker of Saros.
From Mayu moments ago, then how about this? Right down Main Street from Camp.
It's coming the other way. 3-on-3. Now 4-on-3. They join the play. Svechkov with a shot that's off Hofer into the glass.
Well, not only
first shot gets blocked. Michael Bunting will get it back to the blue line. Roman Yossi to Haula. Haula to Yossi with a shot. Oh, that might have been deflected. Puck coming behind the net. Touched away and off the near wing now. Thomas to the red line. Nice play. Fault. Far side. Neighbors with a shot. And off the pad of Yossi. Past the Blues forwards on the rebound. Good kill by the Blues. Back to 5-on-5. Hold the 2-1 lead. Hofer clears it. And an errant play.
There's one more look. Yeah, Steven Stamkos. He goes to dodge the shot in. And you see his skate, his left skate. Remember, he goes in the zone. The puck has to enter the zone before the player does. In this case, the player enters before the puck does.
After review, the play was deemed to be offside. Therefore, we have no goal.
Backdoor, trying to find Neighbors. Picked away by Stamkos. Cleared out. Parayko flies back. Leads Forsberg to it. No Ryan Suter on the bench. We'll check in a moment on that. Buchnevich fires. Saros the save. Rebound, score! Buchnevich with a deft touch right over the pad of a sprawled Saros. 3-1. St. Louis, 15:20 to go. Third period.
Game, but it's going to come from the D zone on the Bommarito RoboCam. Look at the D to D right through the middle of the ice. Philip Broberg to Robert Thomas. And then that's going to set up the transition. Here it is one more time. Watch Broberg. That pass right there. Right through the middle. Sets everything back. Creates the 3-on-2. The kick out to Buchnevich. He cuts to the back.
Off Snuggerud. Fired it to the middle. In front, Toropchenko. 2 saves by Saros.
About that pass from Snuggerud. Toropchenko gets a good look, a good bounce, a good second opportunity.
Short-handed to the line. Here's a shot blocked off Sundqvist out of the zone. Who's got the power play? Svechkov to Haula. Into the middle. He score! A short-handed goal. A spectacular shot by Svechkov. And the Predators with a short-handed goal make it a 1-goal game. It's 3-2.
Hopefully seal the game. And you got the Predators putting all kinds of pressure down. You're going to see Erik Haula here on the entry. He's going to turn up, and then he's going to find Svechkov, and then it's going to go from his skate to the blade right over the glove. There it is. Skate, blade, quickly right over the glove of Joe Hofer.
Some jousting there. Parayko. Smith continuing to go at it. Blues to the side of the net. And knock it on the door there. Saros, Predators get it in. Off Philip Forsberg. Now to Stamkos. Back to Forsberg to Brady Shea. Right on. Hofer. The save. O'Reilly recovers. Predators get it behind the net. Evangelista. Into the far wing they go. Shot. Save. Hofer went off the arm of Neighbors as well.
Here in this last little 5-6 minute stretch has been their goaltender. There's shot number 1.
Predators to the line. Shea snaps it back to the corner. They center miss their man. Pick it on. Save. Hofer. And the fans to their feet at the buzzer. Bring out the Zamboni.
Here is that last opportunity. It goes right through the legs of Forsberg. Here's Evangelista. How about Philip Broberg laying out? I think he gets a piece of it. Hofer's going to